visit your class today. I'm so glad and enjoyed your activity today about the students looking at the periodic table and then the scavenger hunt.
Yes, ma'am.
I would like to ask, what are your goals today?
Okay,
Student goals?
my goals is for students to identify different regions of the periodic table.
Okay.
Where the metals are, where the non-metals are, where the metalloids are, where the different periods are, and different groups on the periodic table.
All right, thank you for that. Also, what do you think are do you think the students learn something from your class?
Yeah, I thought they learned something. I'll put it like this: they were a little apprehensive at first, and but once they got going, then they were willing to go at it on their own.
All right.
Yeah, they needed guidance at first, but after that, they went on with the activity.
All right.
And by the end, they had worked through the whole thing.
Okay. How did your assessment data, by looking at the worksheet, I saw it today, the worksheet, how the students made it, like how did this data help identify the students' strengths and weaknesses?
Yeah, maybe a weakness was they may not have had enough time to really visit the periodic table. But then once they have the periodic table in front of them, they did know how to use it.
And what are the areas of improvement that you can see?
Yeah, to become more familiar with the periodic table. And that will be from activities that I would give them to help them achieve their goal.
Okay. What do you think from the lesson you had? Did it went well, you think, or?
I think it went well because a lot of the students had left for a field trip. And the ones that were left were the students that were really having problems anyway. So I thought I had a group of students that needed to have that activity.
Okay, I see that the students are well engaged in the activity. They all write down what they see, and if they understand the question, they ask you, and you are so willing to help them. With the I do, we do, you do active strategy.
Yeah.
In the future, what can you do if there are some improvements in your lesson? Do you think, or another strategy that you can do?
I think I can give them another scavenger hunt.
Okay.
We work through the I do, you do together, and then a final scavenger hunt where they receive no assistance at all.
Okay. Yes, that's a good one.
Yeah.
So I think do we have some students who need accommodation in your class?
Well,
As we have talked about it.
I had one student. The language is a barrier.
Okay.
The strategy I use with her is I explain the lesson, and then after that, a student that spoke the same language, I had him to look at her paper and assist her if she needed assistance.
Right, I see they're sitting in this.
Yeah.
Both of them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I see it.
COVID accommodations make them where they have to separate distance wise.
All right. So I think I'm so glad you have shared your thoughts to me in the post conference, and I would like to thank you in advance for sharing. And I really like the strategies you have with the students because everybody is engaged about the scavenger hunt, and they can learn where is the metalloid, metals, okay, in the atomic,
Non-metals.
okay, and atomic number as well.
Yeah,
So,
atomic number, mass number, and they did a pretty good job, but, there is room for improvement.
mhm.
And, we'll do that, going over a second scavenger hunt,
Okay.
and then a final over the periodic table.
That's right. I also commend you because one student is using her phone in class, and
Yes.
you were able to, because our your school policy said you're gonna
Yeah.
take
No,
up it.
no cell phones. It's a no cell phone policy, and what I did with her,
Mm-hmm.
just not to escalate it,
Mm-hmm.
I just took her phone and put it over to the side where she could see it,
Right.
but not use it.
Okay, that's fine. And your strategy, I like it. Once after you do now, you were able to collect them.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. And, I give them a certain amount of time, and after that, whatever they have done, I accept it as is, even if they're not finished.
Okay.
Because it's from, notes that we had previously taken, so they should have already finished, in 5 minutes.
Okay. Yes. I know you've been teaching this for a long time. What are your like next time when you teach this? You mentioned a while ago that you're gonna make I do, you do, we do again.
Mhm, mhm.
What about the students who are sitting at the side? I know you call them.
Mhm.
Do you think in this side of the room, do you think they can still listen to you? They are still doing their.
Yeah, I think so, but, notice this, that is a particularly large class.
Okay.
It's 29 students in
Okay.
there, and, today, over half of them are missing.
Okay.
But the students that really needed instruction were in class, so,
That's just right. So thank you so much, Mr. Winston. I appreciate you being willing to open your class to let me observe you, and I do hope good luck to your future endeavors.
Yes, ma'am.
Teaching here. Thank you
Yes,
so
ma'am.
much.
Thank you.